This is Gainfully Idle and welcome to Fire Hazard 2011. That is what is going on behind me. This is my continued attempt to make a cheap homemade sous vide. You can see how bad this is. You have a pot of boiling water perched on a blender. It's like a Goldberg, a Rube Goldberg type of invention here. Anyway, so this is on top of the blender so that it can be at this angle so that the water, when it fills, spills out of here, which is about to happen. And what I have done is I have turned on the water heater, the rival water heater, which will then circulate water into here, and then the pump down there returns the water back into here. And the whole, there's the water, it's about to go. The whole plan is to keep this cooler at around 140 degrees for me to cook this turkey. Alright, that's in a vacuum sealed bag. There you can see I've hit my target temperature of 141, and I'm actually going to turn this to 142, and I'm going to try and keep it between 146 degrees and 140 degrees. And I've tested this all night and it's actually pretty slow, and I can calibrate it so I can turn it and keep it within that range of 140 to 146, which is really like kind of the sweet spot for poultry. But you can see how precarious this is. I have one aquarium pump circling the water back to the water heater. I have another aquarium pump circling the water to try and keep the temperature with no hot and cold spots inside of the cooler. But all of it has to be perched on this blender so that it pours out like this. And probably heard this when you were young, you don't put appliances above an open water source where it can just kind of spill in. This other wire here is my thermometer. You can see that one right there. So all of this is to create the homemade sous vide. This thing was $12 at Walmart, $12 online. I've hit 42 degrees right there. And the pumps are around $8 each. The tubing was 2.5 feet, which is about $2. So all in all, it's a fairly cheap sous vide. You know, we're around $35 here, and we'll see in about 120 minutes later how the turkey turned out, and if it's going to turn out to be fantastic. We're 120 minutes later, at least in movie time we are. So here we go. Temperature is at 144, 143. And what you can see here is that what I've actually learned is this cooler really holds the temperature consistent. I'm dropping around 3 degrees an hour. So what I can do actually is I bring it up to 145, 146, and then close everything right here. And then I just leave the pumps circulating, and that kind of keeps the temperature even everywhere. And then every half an hour or so I turn my machine on and bring the water temperature back up the 3 degrees that it's dropped, and it keeps pretty consistent. It's not as like a walk away as I guess I would like, or as some some of the $2,000 versions are, but it works pretty well for $40. So here we go. So I got my turkey right here. There we go. And let it drip out a little bit. Bring it over to the cutting board. Okay, so what we have here is a sous vide turkey, still in its kind of vacuum sealed pack, and I'm going to cut into it and see how it turns out. Cut this open right here. Oh, juices everywhere. It's alright. It smells really good. And I'm just going to slide this knife up the edge. And there is my turkey tenderloin sous vide. Smells delicious. Throw this away. So we have our turkey here. Let's see what the middle looks like. It's been 120 minutes. Oh, look at that. That just falls apart. At 143, let's call it 143. It's between 142 and 146, but there's the first piece. All right, let's see how it tastes. That's really moist. I mean, that's a sous vide frickin' turkey. I don't know if I'm happier about the outcome of the turkey, or just really just proud of kind of building this myself for $40. It's just kind of a fun experiment. Makes you feel less underemployed when you, I guess, build some of your own stuff. So that's it. Sous vide turkey at 143 degrees for 120 minutes, and it came out delicious. All right, guys, I'm gonna brown this up on the stove, get some nice caramelization on it, and I'm gonna have some lunch. All right, thank you.